we've watched the loss of jobs and everything else happen over the years. Now, one of the questions I wanted to ask you is that we've seen an acceleration of Chinese investment into North America, especially in the automobile industry, which I'm very, very close to. China's intent is not fair competition, never has been. China's goal is not to compete in the U.S. market, but instead to hollow it out and ultimately limit consumer choice to Chinese brands. Now, such investments pose a significant economic and national security risk to U.S. commerce, as goods can be transshipped through Mexico and into heavily integrated supply chains which enjoy preferential treatment under the USMCA. So as President Trump prepares to head to Beijing for a summit with President Xi next month and engagement around the 2026 USMCA joint review picks up, how is USTR approaching its evaluation of Chinese investment in North America? And I would just point out to people, it would be nice if America, we saved the world several times, and then because these people were devastated, we opened up our markets to them and said, you need to get back on your feet. We want to help you get there. And we did. We helped them get there. But in order to pay us back, what they did is they came up with tariffs that we couldn't meet and non-tariff trade barriers, which I think is a very clever way to keep you out of our markets. So with the president going to China, what do you think? What's the agenda? How can we protect U.S. markets?
I think everyone knows that no one has been more clear-eyed on the challenge posed by China, the economic challenge and national security challenge, than President Trump. This is why he put tariffs on China in the first term, including on Chinese automobiles. It's why he pioneered rules on information and communication technology to make sure that vehicles that have that there was a regime so that vehicles that have technology from China in them can't be used in the United States. And as the chairman mentioned before, one of the things that President Biden did is he kept those tariffs in place, and he used those rules to make sure that we're protected from this concern. And so when we go to China next month, we will be trying to have a proactive agenda and talk about areas where we should be trading, areas where we should be selling to them, and we can be buying from them. These are non-sensitive goods. That's where we're going to focus our conversations.
Look, I think we've all watched this for so long. I don't know of a more generous nation in the world than America. And as I said earlier, anytime anything goes wrong anywhere in the world, it's always America that shows up first. If it's some kind of a disaster, some kind of an imbalance, whatever it is, we're always the first one to put our wealth and the lives of men and women. We go and try to help everybody that we can help anytime they're out there. I've just been appalled by the way the rest of the world has treated us, and that when it comes time that we actually would work with each other to get there, these non-tariff trade barriers have shut us out. And I can tell you from being in the automobile industry, and I do handle cars that are made in South Korea. I've been to South Korea many times. Please try to go to South Korea to come time and try to find a Chevy or a Ford or a Ram. Try to find any of those on the roads there. You'll find out that those are very hard to find. And the problem is non-tariff trade barriers. As much as I love the Korean people, and the fact that they should love us, because I think in the early 50s that we were the first responders to get there and help them out. I've just always noticed that the rest of the world always treats us like we don't have to worry about everything. The Yanks are going to be okay. Don't worry about them. You don't have to trade with them. You can keep them out of your markets. But if you get in trouble, pick up the phone and give them a call. They'll be the first responders. I really appreciate what you're doing. It is a tough, tough job. So thank you. Any way we can help you, please let us know.